You've likely heard that magnesium glycinate can promote deeper sleep, calm your nerves, ease leg cramps, and protect your heart. And it absolutely can. But there is a single mistake, a small daily habit that can flip this soothing mineral into something completely counterproductive. Rather than calming your system, it can jerk you awake at 3 a.m., constrict your chest, and send your pulse racing. Most folks never connect the dots. They blame it on anxiety, getting older, or just a random bad night. Yet the truth is much simpler. The supplement itself isn't to blame. It's entirely about how you're taking it. Dr. Eduardo Perez encounters countless older adults doing everything correctly, save for this one oversight that blocks magnesium before it can work. Magnesium drives hundreds of vital processes that keep your system balanced: your muscles, your heart rhythm, your nervous system, and your rest. When it successfully enters your cells, you notice the positive impact fast. When it gets blocked, your body reacts negatively. So today, Dr. Eduardo Perez is setting the record straight. He will reveal the exact habits sabotaging your magnesium glycinate and show you how a minor tweak can transform it into a crucial ally for your health. If you're tuned in, leave a quick greeting in the comments below. Our community is dedicated to keeping you strong, balanced, and empowered in your wellness. Now let's dive into the mistake almost everyone overlooks. Let's jump right in. Mistake number 5. Countless adults take their magnesium immediately following a big meal because it feels sensible, comfortable, and gentle on the tummy. However, the second magnesium hits a digestive tract, packed with specific foods, its absorption can tank without a single warning sign. What might shock you is this: the biggest offenders are often the exact foods folks eat to maintain good health. Items like whole grains, beans, nuts, seeds, spinach, beet tops, dark chocolate, and calcium-rich foods all harbor natural substances that attach firmly to minerals. These phytates, oxalates, and rival minerals aren't inherently bad for you, but when they encounter magnesium, they clamp down hard. They capture the mineral, transform it into an unabsorbable compound, and flush it right out as waste. Here is precisely where the struggle begins. Imagine a typical day. You eat oatmeal for dietary fiber. You grab a handful of almonds for heart support. Perhaps you mix spinach into your lunch for added nutrients. Afterwards, you swallow your magnesium, feeling good about your healthy choices. Yet inside your gut, that nutrient-packed meal creates an unintended obstacle course. Fiber sweeps the magnesium along, oxalates lock onto it tightly, calcium fights for the exact same cellular doors, and the supplement you relied on for better sleep, calmer nerves, or cramp relief never even gets into your blood. This happens all the time. Plenty of adults maintain daily habits that accidentally neutralize their supplements. They swallow magnesium month after month without seeing real benefits. They guess the brand is low quality, the dosage is inadequate, or their age is catching up to them. In truth, the mineral never even got an opportunity to work. The whole problem comes down to timing. The positive side is that magnesium is remarkably effective when provided with the proper conditions. It doesn't call for exotic meals or elaborate schedules. Just taking it away from high fiber items, nuts, seeds, spinach, whole grains, or dairy foods lets absorption skyrocket. By taking it on a mostly empty stomach or separating it by 1 to 2 hours from those meals, magnesium can at last pass smoothly into your bloodstream to nourish your muscles, nerves, heart, and mind. If taking magnesium alongside food works better for you, pick something light and neutral. Think of a small bowl of white rice, a plain slice of toast, or tender cooked veggies like squash or zucchini. These options won't bind with magnesium or fight for absorption. They simply let your system take in the full benefit of what you purchased. Once people fix this one simple habit, the positive difference frequently shows up within days. Rest becomes far more rejuvenating. Nighttime muscle twitches disappear. Unwinding in the evening gets easier. Your nervous system calms down. This isn't because you bought a new supplement, but because your cells finally got access to the mineral they craved. Adjust the timing, clear out the obstacles, and absorption flourishes. When that occurs, magnesium shifts from an ineffective pill into a truly valuable asset for daily comfort and peaceful sleep. Now, let's address an even bigger culprit, a habit so ingrained in daily routines that most adults have no clue how severely it depletes magnesium from their bodies. Mistake number 4. Everyday habits frequently center on favorite drinks. A steaming mug of coffee to kick off your day, an iced tea to fight the mid-afternoon slump, a glass of wine to relax at night, or perhaps a soda or fizzy water with dinner. These beverages seem innocent enough. They feel cozy and familiar. They've been part of your life for decades. But here's what almost everyone misses. These regular drinks can strip away your magnesium long before it ever makes it to your cells. Coffee and tea carry natural compounds that cling to minerals as soon as they reach your gut. They offer magnesium zero leeway, binding right away and locking it up. On top of that, caffeine creates another hurdle by stimulating your kidneys, forcing magnesium out of your system far quicker than you can replenish it. So even if your pill manages to get through digestion intact, your kidneys might dump it before your muscles, nerves, or brain ever get a drop. Alcohol triggers a different kind of issue, but the consequences are just as serious. It inflames the delicate lining of your stomach and gut, impairing the exact tissue tasked with absorbing minerals. Plus, it speeds up the excretion of minerals through urine. Plenty of folks sip a nightcap without suspecting that one glass can completely undo the magnesium they swallowed earlier, particularly if they rely on that mineral to unwind, settle their thoughts, or drift off. Alcohol might give you a fleeting feeling of relaxation, but deep down at the cellular level, the true key to deep sleep is being drained away. Fizzy drinks cause trouble in a much subtle manner. The acids found in soft drinks and seltzers alter your gut environment just enough to hinder magnesium absorption. You won't feel stomach pain or notice an immediate issue. Yet over time, this constant low-level interference can erode your magnesium stores and prevent your supplement from delivering the results you want. Hardly anyone links these everyday drinks to their nightly sleep issues. They figure their restless sleep comes with aging. They blame life stress for their frayed nerves. They view muscle cramps as an inevitable part of getting older. But in reality, the issue isn't that your physical body is breaking down. It's that the timing of your favorite drinks is robbing you of magnesium before you can absorb it. Fixing this doesn't mean quitting the beverages you love. It is purely a matter of proper spacing. Creating a small time buffer makes a world of difference. Keep coffee and tea a couple of hours away from your magnesium dose. Give alcohol an even wider berth, particularly if you take your supplement in the evening. And keep sparkling drinks completely separate from your supplement routine. This isn't about depriving yourself. It's about safeguarding the mineral long enough for your body to take it in. When folks implement this minor tweak, noticeable improvements usually follow quickly. Muscles remain relaxed. Evening stress melts away. Rest becomes far more consistent. Your pulse feels steady. The supplement at last begins delivering results, not because you bought a new brand or bumped up the dosage, but because your system finally had the chance to process it properly. However, even perfect drink timing won't save you if the next mistake is going on behind closed doors. This upcoming issue explains why so many individuals take magnesium diligently every day, yet stay depleted. Because another daily medication or pill is blocking magnesium uptake at the cellular level without their knowledge. Mistake number 3. Dr. Eduardo Perez regularly observes the exact same habit. People swallow their full daily dose of magnesium all in one go. Frequently, it's a massive tablet right before bed, taken in hopes that it will magically flip a light switch and induce immediate calm. The concept seems straightforward and efficient. Yet your body doesn't process magnesium in one huge surge. Rather, it relies on small, consistent amounts supplied steadily over the course of the day. Magnesium travels through your gastrointestinal tract via tightly controlled transport channels. Essentially, small checkpoints that can only absorb a specific amount at a time. When a huge dose floods the system all at once, those pathways don't speed up or expand. They choke. The unabsorbed magnesium lingers in your gut instead of moving into your blood. That leftover mineral draws excess water into the digestive tract, causing irritation. That's precisely why some people deal with stomach rumbling, diarrhea, or even a restless, wired sensation at bedtime after consuming one giant dose. Your body isn't allergic to magnesium. It's simply reacting to an overwhelming surge. There is another critical detail to consider here. Supplement bottles usually list the total weight of the whole magnesium compound, rather than the actual elemental magnesium your body can actually utilize. You might see 400 milligrams on the label and think you're getting a complete therapeutic dose, when the real usable elemental amount is merely a fraction of that number. As a result, folks often decide to double up on pills, thinking they are hitting their target. But in truth, they are just dumping far more physical material into their gut than their digestive pathways can manage at once. A far superior strategy is to split your daily dose into smaller parts. Spreading smaller amounts throughout your day allows them to move past those absorption checkpoints much smoother. Taking a portion in the morning supports your muscle function and stress response as you start your day. A mid-afternoon serving keeps your levels steady right when fatigue and tension tend to creep in. Finally, a modest evening dose promotes nighttime calm without overloading your digestive system. Individuals who switch to this routine typically report much more reliable benefits: a settled nervous system, sounder sleep, fewer middle-of-the-night wake-ups, reduced muscle spasms, and a massive drop in stomach distress. This isn't because the product magically changed, but because their body finally received magnesium in the precise manner it was designed to absorb it. Even with optimal timing and split dosing, magnesium can still end up wasted if another element in your daily regimen interferes the moment it attempts to enter your cells. That leads right into our next error, one concealed inside routine prescription drugs and supplements that millions rely on, completely unaware of the quiet battle happening in their bodies. Mistake number 2. Medicine cabinets are very often the secret culprit behind why magnesium fails to deliver results. It's not that you're doing anything intentionally wrong, but specific medications actively fight magnesium for absorption as soon as they enter your system. Many folks swallow all their daily pills at once: blood pressure pills, antacids, multivitamin tablets, joint supplements, sleep aids, and then take their magnesium right alongside them. It seems efficient and organized. Yet inside your digestive tract, these combinations can directly oppose one another. Acid-blocking medications are some of the absolute worst offenders. When stomach acid levels drop significantly, magnesium cannot break away from its binding compound. Because of this, it struggles to move across the intestinal wall, getting stuck before it ever gets an opportunity to do its job. Folks taking these prescriptions frequently figure their magnesium supplement doesn't work, whereas the real problem is that their stomach environment is preventing proper absorption. Iron and calcium introduce a different obstacle. They utilize the exact same absorption channels as magnesium. When all three land in your gut together, magnesium usually gets shoved to the side, leaving only a tiny amount to enter your bloodstream. Heavy doses of zinc or specific herbal products can drag down absorption even more. Meanwhile, water pills prescribed for fluid retention, blood pressure, or cardiac issues can cause your kidneys to excrete magnesium faster than you can replenish it, widening the gap between what you consume and what your body keeps. Vitamin D presents another unique dynamic. For your body to convert vitamin D into its active form, it requires magnesium as a key helper. If you swallow a massive dose of vitamin D right alongside your magnesium, that activation process can burn up magnesium faster than your gut can process it. This leads to a stealthy shortage that doesn't show up immediately, but slowly worsens over time. The fix isn't about worry, it's all about smart scheduling. Giving each pill or supplement its own designated time slot drastically slashes these conflicts. Dr. Eduardo Perez advises taking magnesium well apart from calcium and iron whenever you can. Antacids and acid reducers should also be taken far away from magnesium doses. Antibiotics must never be swallowed at the same moment as magnesium. And anyone on diuretics or several prescription drugs should realize their body's overall magnesium demand might be higher than normal. When you organize your timing properly, the difference is often night and day. Sleep becomes noticeably deeper. Muscle tightness melts away. Nighttime anxiety diminishes. Your nervous system stops feeling constantly wound up. All at once, your supplement works precisely as intended, not because the product changed, but because you cleared the road for it. Yet there remains one final mistake capable of ruining all the fixes you've made. It is easily the most overlooked habit of them all. It has zero to do with food, zero to do with beverages, and zero to do with prescription medications. Still, it dictates how magnesium behaves inside your digestive tract from the second you swallow it. Mistake number 1. The single greatest misconception about magnesium isn't timing, food, or medications. It's hydration. But we aren't talking about the standard, drink 8 glasses of water a day advice. This is about true cellular hydration, the exact moisture level your digestive tract requires to move minerals through the intestinal wall and directly into your bloodstream. Lacking sufficient tissue hydration, magnesium has a hard time dissolving and moving effectively, and rather than soothing your system, it can end up irritating your gut. This is where trouble typically starts. A lot of folks take magnesium late at night, hours after their last sip of water. Their day has wound down. They've consumed coffee, tea, or maybe a glass of wine earlier. They've eaten savory, salty meals. Their system is already running on low fluid reserves. Then they take their magnesium with barely any water in their stomach, fully expecting it to send them off into a peaceful sleep. Inside your gut, though, something completely opposite unfolds. Magnesium demands a buffer of water to break down and distribute properly. It needs ample fluid surrounding it so it can dissolve uniformly and glide through your intestinal lining. Without that water buffer, the mineral clumps in one concentrated spot. That heavy concentration rapidly draws water into your bowels, irritating the delicate tissue and causing spasms. For many, this brings on painful cramps, upset stomach, nausea, or even a sudden pounding heart that pops up out of nowhere, the exact opposite of the soothing calm they were aiming for. This doesn't occur because magnesium is aggressive. It happens because your system wasn't properly prepped for it. A dry gut reacts defensively rather than absorbing nutrients smoothly. What makes this sneaky is that you might not feel thirsty at all. You might tell yourself, "I drank plenty today." Yet mild dehydration seldom shows obvious signs. Instead, it quietly manifests as broken sleep, fidgety legs, tight shoulders, or a stomach that feels bloated right when it should be settled. Fixing this issue is incredibly easy, and the results can be life-changing. Dr. Eduardo Perez suggests building a hydration buffer prior to taking magnesium, particularly before bed. Skip ice-cold water, which can hamper digestion, and instead take calm, steady sips of room-temperature water. Establishing a brief 30 to 40-minute hydration window before swallowing your supplement prepares your digestive tract. It preps the tissue lining, lets the magnesium spread out evenly when swallowed, and assists the mineral in crossing smoothly into your bloodstream. Many individuals also notice that adding a splash of fresh lemon juice or a tiny pinch of electrolyte-rich sea salt crafts an even better environment for absorption, especially if they've consumed caffeine, worked up a sweat, or taken meds that cause fluid loss. When your body is genuinely hydrated, magnesium functions in a whole new way. It travels smoothly and absorbs effortlessly. Instead of GI distress, you feel a deep wave of relaxation. Rather than feeling wired and tired at night, you fall asleep naturally. Your muscles let go of tightness, your breathing slows and deepens, and your supplement finally yields the real results you've been seeking all along. If you've taken magnesium in the past and felt worse rather than better, this is almost always the culprit. Your system wasn't rejecting the mineral, it was crying out for hydration. Proper fluid balance is the bedrock holding up every single tweak covered today. Timing, spacing, dosage, and food pairings. Once you fix this single element, everything else falls right into place. Magnesium stops being a confusing mystery and starts working as the vital tool your body relies on. You've just learned how a handful of minor habit changes can radically transform how magnesium works in your system. It's not that magnesium is overly complex, it's that your daily routines dictate how well it performs. They impact how deeply you rest, how calm your nights are, and how steady your nervous system stays all day long. When you fix these common errors, magnesium ceases to be a guessing game and becomes the powerful health ally it was always designed to be. The best part about all of this is how simple the solutions are. You don't have to buy fancy brands or switch to expensive supplements. You just need proper timing, smart spacing, adequate hydration, and an understanding of what
competes with magnesium
in your digestive tract. Once those elements align, your system responds remarkably fast. Your nights turn peaceful, your muscles stay supple, your mind quiets down when your head hits the pillow, and you finally enjoy the deep, restorative rest your body has been missing. Now, Dr. Eduardo Perez would love to get your thoughts. Which of these mistakes surprised you the most? Which habit do you suspect you've been doing without even knowing it? Drop your story in the comment section below. Dr. William reviews every single comment because this channel is built to help you gain a clearer understanding of your body, feel empowered in your health decisions, and stay vibrant as you age. If this video brought you value, make sure to check out the next video popping up on your screen. It breaks down even more daily habits that can either boost your wellness or silently work against it. Your body deserves clarity, your nights deserve tranquility, and your health deserves the truth. Dr. Eduardo Perez will catch you in the next video.